Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be finally, after I don't know how long, reviewing a Hot Wheels something. And I haven't reviewed any Hot Wheels. I've recently only been reviewing like some IndyCar stuff that hopefully you might have seen. But this I actually got very lucky finding at Walmart. Even though you might know me as a Hot Wheels collector, I've been kind of slowing down a little bit. And instead I've been just trying to focus on making maybe Stadium Super Trucks content or even just making any motorsports type content. So I've been kind of slowing down with the Hot Wheels and probably going towards NASCAR and IndyCar diecast. But I was just going through Walmart. Of course, the pegs, they didn't have anything. NASCAR's was even worse. There was only like one car on the peg. But then when I was almost leaving the toy aisle, there was like a bin. Just like a bin, like where they hold a bunch of stuff and they just try to put it back on the pegs. And I found this hidden. The Hot Wheels Nissan 5-pack from 2023. I couldn't believe that I found it hidden, and in still good condition. I mean there's some bent cardboard, but I was surprised to actually find this like without any of the cars gone, because usually like the Walmart I was, the cars were stolen. Like it was kind of a bad Walmart, I guess. But yeah, I was super surprised to find this, and of course this review is gonna go out to my dad. Of course, he loves Japanese cars, so this review is gonna be dedicated to you. Now, this is the 5 cars, and the 5 cars included are this is gonna be in order. The Datsun, I don't think it's in order. So we have the Datsun 620, the Nissan Fairlady Z, the Nissan Silvia, the Nissan Skyline GTR R32, and the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTX. So we're gonna open it and take a look at each of one of these cars up close. There we go. There's the 5 cars. I don't want to drop any of them. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at them from the order it comes in, and then I'm gonna list pretty much my top 5 favorites. But yeah, here we go. Alright, so the first car that comes from the top is the Datsun 620 pickup truck. So yeah, let's take a look at what it looks like. Chrome base. Wow, that's shiny. Yeah, Datsun 620 by Hot Wheels. This is kind of like a turquoise blue with the Datsun text on the side and the number 72. I think that's probably supposed to go with the year this truck was made. With the nice little stripe design. I really like that. It's supposed to look more like a drift truck, I would imagine. It has these 5-spoke wheels, which the gold is probably going to be gone in like 2 seconds probably, because these wheels are very well known for losing their chrome very easily when you take it out of the box. But yeah, very simple truck, no design on the top or the hood. Here's the front, plastic, no headlight detail, but it does have some molded detail into it, and the left side is the same as the right side. On the back it says Datsun in bolded on the back. Yeah, very simple design. Just the only difference is the Hot Wheels. Oh yeah, the Hot Wheels logo is on both sides. Okay, it's just sometimes I remember back then they would only have the Hot Wheels logo on one side, then the other side it doesn't even have it. Nice little wide body kit it has. You can kind of tell it's a little wide body kit because these little I don't know what you call it, but yeah, it definitely looks like a drift truck. Plastic bed. Yeah, this is a very simple truck. Of course, Nissan, Datsun is pretty much the same company. Datsun's gone, unfortunately, just recently, I think, or no, not that recently, like in around 2020, I think. But yeah, this is the first car that comes with it. The second car that comes with it, and I think I know a lot of people are gonna be freaking out about this, is the Nissan Skyline GTR R32, or on the box the BN R32. I don't know why the name is so long, but yeah, okay, I kind of spoiled it there, but it looks like a very simple car, which I actually appreciate. Rear light the rear details are amazing. It says GTR Skyline the lights, Nissan, everything. That looks amazing. The kid doesn't even want to focus on it. It just looks so nice. Move the camera. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. And then, yeah, it has a... I would prefer chrome wheels actually on this, but gray wheels isn't that bad. But the thing that it's kind of hidden in the box, and you kind of already see it. Oh yeah, no headlight detail on the front. It has a stripe in the middle, and I don't know about it. I don't know. This is kind of questionable. It might be good, but it doesn't really go well as well. It has HKS, Liberty. I think that's probably LWC race. I don't know what that is. Hot Wheels, Sparko, HW Graphics, and Nissan. I wouldn't mind this stripe if we actually got more detail on like race car details on the side, but I don't know. Maybe I could just get like some acetone or something and actually just remove the decal and it'd just be a plain red Skyline, which I must admit might be better than everything else that we have so far. So yeah, this one isn't too bad. I think for customs, for the customizers, I think this would be a very nice one. Just, you know, a simple. And this is actually my first, if you can believe it, first R32 in my collection. I think if I'm looking around my collection, I don't think I have any other R32s in my collection. So this is a first for me. So yeah, that is the second car that comes with it. The third car that comes with it, and I think it's a very nice color, is this, the Nissan Skyline 2000. Oh, it doesn't say on the box. I'm taking a look at the box because the name's kind of long. Nissan Skyline 2000 GTX, yeah. Or as I like to call it, and a lot of other people call it, the Hakosuka. Yeah. This is a very simple car. The rim combination is kind of questionable, but of course the color purple is that looks amazing. I love that. It's like a little bit of metallic flake on it, and just looks, this is like the shade of purple I love. No headlight detail, but it does have molded detail, which is nice. On the side, it has this like yellow, or no, not yellow, silver stripe on both sides. And the wheels are these, like, I don't even know, 10-spoke wheels or something. I usually see these in like silver or like gold or something, but I've never seen it with like a white outline. This is kind of odd. It looks like white wall tires. I think you can imagine it as white wall tires. I think this might be a first for Hot Wheels using this rim design and using this style of coloring for the rims. So this is definitely an interesting one. I can't wait to see what other combinations they could come up with, which I think will be pretty cool if but I don't know. It just looks kind of funky. But just getting past that, it's a very nice car. No rear detail. But yeah, not a bad car. Love the color. Yeah, pretty simple design. I think you'll like it. The fourth car is probably, I don't know, I'm gonna save it for later. The Nissan Silvia S13. This is I think this might be the third, I think this might be the third version of this car without the K and W. I'm just looking at it, the K and W design, which has been replicated twice in the mainline and then again in the premium. And then we got a simple red one, and that's it. That was all the colors. And now we have this cool Japanese drift car looking style for the S13, which I think is super cool. It's a white color, has blue windows. No headlight detail, but I think all the Silvias we've looked at so far have no headlight details, except for the red one, I think. But yeah. Has a purple base, which is definitely very interesting, but you know what, I don't mind it. The left side, you have this like cool design on the side, LW, HW graphics. I don't know, I can't really see what that says. IDEMA or DEMA, I don't know what that says. Hot Wheels and AH. I think these might be references to designers' names probably or something. On this Japanese text, that says Hot Wheels. And a fun fact, I'm just gonna throw it out here just right now. that text has appeared in like the red lines for Hot Wheels in Japan, which is very cool. And they just use it as just like Japanese text. If they want to put Japanese text on the car, they just put Hot Wheels in Japanese. So yeah, just a little random fact to just give you guys. And rear light detail, which amazing. I love that. Silvia. Rear headlights. This car actually has two rear wings. This rear wing on the back, and then another rear wing near the rear view mirror. Hopefully one day we'll see the Akina Speedstars, a Katani S13 from Initial D, or just Hot Wheels making Initial D series in the premium, because I mean we know they like to make money, so it makes sense to actually make that if you want to make money. But yeah, this is the fourth car that came in the set. Looks very nice. Think you'll enjoy it. And the fifth and final car, which I think kind of brings back some memories for me personally, is the Nissan Fairlady Z, or well, this specific model is actually a 240Z. They don't say it. It's just a Fairlady Z, which is what they call it in Japan. It has orange on it, which is I think probably a classic 240Z color, with a race livery or paint scheme or paint job, whatever you want to say it. Number 80 on the side and like a white circle, a little Hot Wheels logo on the door. So these stripes are very cool. They remind me of the BRE Nissans from like back then. The front, no headlight details, but it is molded. Has hood details, Nissan, and the number 80 on it on the top. You can kind of see a speaker. I think that might be a subwoofer, a speaker on the trunk, or yeah, the trunk. And the left side is the same as the right side, and the wheels are kind of like thick 5-spoke wheels with a little chrome outline, which doesn't look too bad, I think. The rear molded detail, no painted headlights. But yeah, back to what I said about like this car bringing me back some personal memories. This was actually supposed to be my first car, like not joking, a 240Z from 1973. That was supposed to be my first car. I don't want to mention him here because I don't want to talk about it. You know what? I'm not going to talk about it. But yeah, this was supposed to be my first car. Then after some difficulties, I couldn't, and yeah. And apparently the car was sold to Sung Kang, who is the actor of Han in the Fast and Furious movies. So that's kind of unfortunate. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah, personal issues pretty much didn't let me actually drive this car and actually have this as my first car. So yeah, kind of unfortunate, but maybe I'll get this is kind of a nice car, hopefully, for my first car. So yeah, that is the fifth car that comes with it. So I think, like I said, I think I'll just rank my top 5 favorite cars. So I guess this is gonna be a mashup between a top 5 video and a review. So, but you know what? Whatever. Here we go. So we're gonna start with number 5, and for number 5 we have the Datsun 620. Like I said, it's not my personal favorite, but it's just I don't really enjoy trucks, but that's kind of sacrilegious since I'm a Stadium Super Trucks fan. But we'll get past that. It's not the worst thing, I'll tell you that. It's not the worst car. It's not that I hate it. But yeah, it's just whatever. It's a nice one, whatever. Now for number 4 we have the Nissan Fairlady Z. Like I said, personal memories don't. It kind of brings back some bad memories about this car, so I don't really kind of remember it. But the car is nice. Livery is nice. Like everything is nice. Like there's no other words for it. Like yeah, it's just pretty cool. Race car. I like race cars. For number 3, this might be kind of a surprise. The Nissan Skyline 2000 SGX. I love the purple on this. Don't get me wrong, I really love the purple on this, but it's just these wheels kind of mess it up for me a little bit. But like I said, not the worst thing in the world at all. And you know what? I think not to spoil it, I'm just gonna show number 1 and number 2 just together. So number 2, the R32 Nissan Skyline, and for number 1, the S13 Silvia. So yeah, this one, of course, I love that I finally have an R32 in my collection, but it's just that livery is kind of and number 1 is the Silvia because the livery is amazing. It's very cool, and I actually finally have an S13 loose, and it's a different color for the S13 finally. Yeah, hopefully we get some more recolors in the future. So that has been the Nissan 5-pack from Hot Wheels. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.